All right, so we're going to start with just a pretty basic education in understanding in muscle physiology and how your tissues respond to exercise. So exercise creates mechanical forces that produce stress and deformation to your tissues. That includes your muscle, your tendons, your ligaments, and even bone. And that stress and deformation is what we need to get stronger. It's what we need to get more enduring, but we're only as enduring and only as strong as what we can recover from. And how do we know exactly if we're creating more than a minimal dosage effect or if we're creating too much stress? And that's what this video is all about, in teaching you a tool to help you tap into your maximal recoverable volume as it pertains specifically now to strength training. So in the short term, when we have the stress of exercise, that stress and deformation results in tension or stiffness. And when we know how to look for it, we can actually identify how much stiffness is created and how long we have to recover between sessions, or even if stiffness was created at all. Stiffness or tension means that stress was created more than the minimal adaptive response, and if you recover, it means that you have elicited enough stress and not too much. So what Kyle's going to demonstrate to you is this very easy to use, repeatable flexibility check. It's important to note that he's not going to be reaching during this test. He's just going to be rounding over, not pushing for anything, but I'll have him hop on this box. We would consider this his baseline level of flexibility. He tucks his chin and observes with relaxed knees how far down the box he comes. And as the viewers, you want to see exactly how far down he is. So Kyle's already warmed up. This is his baseline flexibility, meaning how far he's come down at the maximal level. If we impart a stress, such as a deadlift, and he finishes the exercise, he should then check his flexibility and have lost tension. If he, lost flexibility. If he loses flexibility, we know that he challenged himself. If he didn't lose flexibility with this load and this number of reps, we know that we can either increase load or increase repetitions to create a shortening or a resultant of tension after the exercise. So Kyle's going to do a few deadlifts, going to a level that feels stressful in his mind, and we'll confirm if it was stressful by using the test. He's now going to hop on the box because his brain is getting signals that that's challenging. But we need to know if what his brain is thinking is challenging is actually physically challenging. So if you rewind the video and see where his flexibility was, and he's not reaching, he's just hanging, his flexibility has decreased considerably, meaning that this was stressful for him. If he had not been challenged, I could have either, again, increased the weight for the number of repetitions that he just did, or I could have had him do more repetitions in that single set. So what does this mean for your strength training? Well, if you have 3 sets of 10 deadlifts, or 5 sets of 5 squat, push yourself until you're challenged, check your flexibility. If there's tension, you've pushed yourself and you'll wait until you're recovered. If there's no tension, then it's up to you to either increase intensity or increase volume. This is also super helpful for those who are resolving or coming back from injury, who might have emotional luggage around how much to push and what exercise it's okay to push on. Well, this will let that person know exactly how much they've pushed themselves and if they're recovered. So Kyle's just been standing here. We can have him check his flexibility again to see if it's returned to his baseline, meaning that he's recovered sufficiently from the exercise and ready to go again. Is it all the way there or a little short? It's all the way there. So he's recovered in this 60 to 90 second window, and he can begin set 2 of his deadlifts. Again, we are learning objectively rather than subjectively if the exercise that he did was in line with when his brain told him to stop.